Tell me, tell me that you really want to know what's stored away in my mind, because the confines of this elaborate think tank cannot welcome dissatisfied souls, and may not thank you for your show of interest. But if you really want to know, if you really want to hear my vocal cords strained, then uncover your ears. But guard your brain from the literate aneurysm attack on the backhand of stupidity. Open your eyes and banish the lies of your arrogance for 3 seconds. I am born and put into a box, dark as cardboard, stronger but not cold as steel. And as I feel around the base of my burden, I touch the familiars, her hands, my mother's hands and her long strands of dark flowing silk. She is shaking, vibrating the destruction button on top of my consciousness, slipping in and out of lightning-stricken pain she thinks I do not see, for he does not exist. But I see the messenger, the stork who broke my mother and stole from her the lightened acceptance she should have received. Instead, my mother was forced to conceive me inside of hate and regret that challenged vengefulness toward God's existence. And the gawking, too good siblings, friends, and parents made apparent her newfound persistence to grow the most beautiful bouquet of Candelaria's honest goodness. A goddess. She was my savior, an acquired flavor to Christ's original slaves, but she was my mother, more beautiful than any nippled bottle of warm milk, or my brother added a year later. Then came the females in the mail from the coming situations that pushed us all back. That was my mother. Her lessons never lacked value that backed her firm stance. She did her best. But to the rest of the earth, the question is, who am I? Almost 18 years since birth and I've not grown a day. I still hate the man who had a stronger hand and had his way with mommy. I'd love for all of the dove's peace to be shot and killed, and then instill a sense of nostalgia in his morning tea. And once he's good and out of it, I'd penetrate his prostate with the same exact probe, now detached from the middle of his robe, and he'd swear his sorrows. But I've given in to my anger for so long that by tomorrow I'd be ready to finish the deed. I'm thirsty for the warmth of it. My greed for justice is unbearable. Not in his sleep, not quickly, but I'd make him regret my life in all. For every bead of sweat to roll down his frown so vividly showing. Bang! Hello there, Pop. It's me. And I've been waiting. I've been pondering the position, your point of view, your good reason for taking the tuition of her childhood. But I've seemed to come across nothing. You're sick. You're just sick, Papa. And you've created this sickened, untreatable condition that positions me to repay you for your not knowing. And you like to put on a show, right? Well, here's the mirror. I'm showing you the power you gave me. Now watch closely and do not close your eyes as you pass hell's gates and meet Satan's lies. Does your life really flash? Huh, Papa? The proper thing, the honest thing would be to forgive and forget. But the infection you embedded into my rotten soul is spreading. How does it feel, Daddy? Because you're the reason that I refuse to be happy. You're the reason that even with a greater step than you, a marriage that saved my mother, I still see it as a mirage. Nothing is ever right. My sight is slightly off. My mind blows into shards of metal and leads Gretel and her brother to the destruction of one another. And they taste the blood of each other. Buildings collide with sidewalks, and sideways views look upright in my non-bright vision. Any girlfriend that I have witnesses the bad end of a relationship never honestly begun. The guns reinforcing my love shatters and burns the souls of those who come close to its barriers. And because I am the only carrier of my mind, no other willingly combines their affections with my reflections, never shown in the murkiness of the cesspool I drown my emotions in. I cannot have friends without bending their beliefs. I cannot kiss and feel relief because you're living. Everyone who might be giving me pity should be eaten and spit into the swirling sea of my feelings. Everyone who misunderstands me is wrong. Everything that is not freedom is me, and it is because of you. It is because of the mystery man, the one who is none, him, he, you, my daddy.